Alright, I'm putting an anti-roll bar on my car real quick before we go race. Everything mocked up. Jeez. Dead square, level. Alright, I drilled and tapped these and put grease fittings in them so that I can grease this sucker. There's that part. There's the brackets. Alright, this is all flux. Well, I got it together. That goes right over top of the rear end, and then the brackets come down. So I got to make the brackets come down, and then the tabs on the rear end. But I'll show you what it looks like. It was all bolted up in here. All right, had to do all this with flux, but it's in there. There's the bar that runs across. There's where it comes down and ties to the rear end on both sides. It's got adjustment. It's not perfectly It's not perfectly level at the right height, but it's close enough. It's up probably 7 degrees. It's not gonna hurt nothing. Should work, should articulate, and hopefully keep this sucker from twisting up so much. I just don't know about these little brackets right there. I feel like them things is gonna, I feel like they should have been thicker and heavier duty. Might put a gusset on them. Probably take it loose and put gussets on them, just to brace that up some more on both points. Then I feel more comfortable with it. But it's in there. Get down so you can see. But I got Dennis's car pulled back in here. Cheval's in here, did radials, took the exhaust and stuff off that. So it'll be good to race this weekend. Nova should be good to race this weekend. This race this weekend is going to be the last hoorah. I mean, and then it'll be the toy run. Then it'll be wintertime, and then I'll be back to just regular working on stuff. But this will go back over in the other garage, and I'll push the T-Bird back in here and get that thing knocked out. Here you can see my anti-roll bar set up. It ain't the prettiest in the world, but it'll do the job. Flux core for the win. Yeah, that should work, hopefully. All right, so replace the transcooler line, fix that, drain the oil. Oil is black, but no material in it, no metal on the drain magnet. Took the filter off. I always silicone this thing because it leaks. I do this, man, so many of these freaking pans, you do this to them and they don't leak no more. But them little plastic seals just suck. So I always glob them full of silicone, and I know it don't look good, but it keeps them from leaking 9 times out of 10. Carla is picking me up a pan. I'm gonna make a drip pan to catch any drips. I was gonna use that pan, but it's not gonna work. I need a bigger one. I'm gonna come off here, boom, boom, with some brackets, build a drip pan. And right now I need to run down to Jim's and fix his blue car for him, so it'll be good to go. Well, I am back. That's all done. Check it out. Cut my filter apart so I can look in it. Man, there ain't no metal. She is in great health. Oh, that's awesome. So, everybody out there in the world, I recommend buying one of them oil filter cutters. That thing is the ticket. Right there, one of them. Pricey, but man, it works good. Gives you peace of mind when you change your filter. And I have run the snot out of this, and that's with Rotella. It ain't no VR1 in that. That's Rotella oil. I think 14W40 or 15W40. Diesel oil. But it is a roller. It's not flat tap it. Good. She's nice and happy. Check it out. Got me a drip pan. I Carl go to the at-home store and get me one of these. I'm going to make this mount underneath the transmission, and it'll catch any drips that there may occur, if there is such things. Then I can just drop this and clean it and put it back under there. All right, see, there's my brackets that come out. It ain't often that I do stuff, and I'm like, man, that's cool, but that right there is pretty cool. Oh, just to be safe. I can climb under there and drop her out. Right, here we go. That's a baking sheet pan for baking cookies.
Right, see y'all in just a few. We're gonna meet Dutch and Colton's coming, so hell yeah. Here we go. Here we go, Shadyside Halloween Bash 2024. It's gonna be a pretty day, man. It's gonna be a pretty day. Hope everything works good. Hell yeah. Real as it gets. Stay with us. It's gonna be good. Sir. What's up?
Oh, this is awesome.
Y'all in town for the National?
You was 15 minutes behind me, give or take.
You in town for the National?
Do what?
You in town for the National?
I'm in town for the Nationals.
mid sixes on my street too.
Yeah.
It felt like it's
649.
60 pretty decent.
It did 131. It didn't seem like it left that hard.
No, it felt good in here.
Yeah.
640s was I wanted to run a mid six, and it done it first pass. All right, this will be Dad's first passing on BP with the Liberté.
All right.
Yep, love you. Be careful.
Let's see what she does.
Have fun. Let her rip.
Go easy.
Ain't gonna go easy. Just feed her the taters.
She broke an axle right then. Broke something. I don't know what it was, but oh, Liberty got that pretty quick.
touched the tune, haven't changed anything. What was a mile an hour?
I think 102 or something.
Yeah.
Did you not get your time sheet?
Oh, I did. I didn't even look at it. That was slower.
657 though. 106. More mile an hour.
150, the 60 slowed down.
Yeah.
It feels like
stuck
it's
good. It needed leaving more RPM.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Like
Well,
it was up there and then it kind of, ooh,
all right. I can tickle some more in it. That picked up.
3 mile an hour,
Yeah.
3 or 4.
It's really hot right now. It's not liking the heat.
Yeah. I just let it cool down.
I'm going to. I just want to get as many as I can, but right now, that's pretty close to
You want
the.
to get your money's worth, but you're also don't want to just beat on your car.
Oh, well, we're fixing the beat on it. That's 2.
It's 2 clean passes.
Yeah, so I'll either turn up. I think I'll probably just leave the leave alone and turn the boost up a little
Yeah,
bit at the.
let it ramp it in.
Yeah, at the.
With it being 2/10 slower on the 60 foot, and it still only went
A 10th slower.
800 slower.
Yeah, yeah.
What did it go that time?
657.
Yeah, 657. Which I mean, yeah, the 60 foot slowed down 2/10, but
You ain't turned up a draw, baby.
no.
See, no hooky. No hooky. I think the track's greasy now.
Damn, it's fast.
Well, all right. I went 649, then a 658 or 659, but 57. After the first pass, I couldn't leave on boost no more because it knocked the tires completely off of it. So I started having to leave on like 0 pounds of boost or maybe 1 pound of boost and then let it ramp in. And I tried to leave on 10 pounds and it just annihilates the tires. It will not go at all. So my 60 foots went from 130 to 170s and it went 680s. So, but I put my number down on pump gas, mid 6s, street car.
Right off the trailer.
Right off the trailer. For any amount of money you want to count up. But that's why it looks so soft when it's leaving. It's just like that. A storm is blowing in here on us. This is bad. Brake line broke on the ramp truck. Dad's feet broke the axle on the 57. Sure, what a mess. Fixing to blow in on us. Typical Shadyside. All right, I'm gonna try to talk while I drive. Tomorrow it's cold today, and it's been raining, and it's so funny. It's like we went and raced yesterday and then winter rolled in all the way. I mean, it's been kind of cold here lately. I get up in the mornings, it's 30, then it warms up, you know, to the upper 60s, which is awesome. But it ain't supposed to get warmer than I think 40 today's high. So, well, we went and run and it was awesome, and it was great, and it sucked at the same time because Dad broke the axle in the 57, which that sucks. But we knew something was probably going to break since we're getting all the power to the tires now with that new trans and that solid disc clutch and that pressure plate and just the whole combination. So we're going to get him some new axles. Might do a different rear end, might do a 4.9-inch, I don't know. But more than likely, them axles, like I said, they were strange axles, but they were very, very, very old. So there's that. And my car done awesome. It went mid sixes on pump gas. I was actually had 92 fuel in it because I couldn't get no 93. But yeah, and 92 fuel, pump gas. The first pass, like I probably said this yesterday, but I think it was dark. But first pass, I was actually able to leave in boost, and it grabbed. My radials on the back were pretty old. I mean, they were already down to the wear marks when we went to race. So I have a new. Was able to get one new one, but the other one's back ordered. Well, the Hoosier that I run is back ordered. So I was looking on this morning. It says that they are supposed to get some in at the end of the month. So probably get me one of them and put it back on the car and maybe go down there and try again. I just want to get my 5, and I know it'll do it. Without a doubt, I know the car will do it. But even with a 170 60 foot, it still was, 6s or whatever else. But I had to start. Let me back up. When I left with boost, we had the radials, the SS, the Mickey Thompson SSs, which I usually run the Pro radial. Can't remember. We usually run the Pro radials, and the Pro radial likes 21.5, 22 pounds. Yes, 22 pounds of air pressure in the Pro radial, and we were doing 120 60 foots with that. So that's pretty good. But I got the Mickey Thompson SSs on my car, and that's my first time running the Mickey Thompson at the track at Shadyside. The prep felt pretty good, but my tire, like I said, they were down to the wear marks, and I went to 18 PSI on the tire, and I was slow-mo in the video. My suspension's working fantastic, my anti-roll bar, all that stuff I've done to the car. Man, she works awesome, especially down track. It holds, and it stays nice and true and does good. But at 18 PSI, like if I leave with no boost, it tries to wrinkle the radial just a little bit. But every other pass, when I tried to leave, I'd get on the trans brake. You can hear me go on the trans brake. But with that S480, even on the trans brake, if it just pops a couple times, it doesn't build any boost. I have to set on the trans brake for like 2.5, maybe 3 seconds to get to my 7 or 8 PSI boost that I want to launch with. The first pass I made, the fastest pass all day, it left at 6 pounds of boost, and it did a 131 60 foot, and it went a 649, and I short shifted, didn't run it out, didn't wait for the shift light or nothing. I was just excited, and felt good. Car felt awesome. That's the first time I felt a 60 foot like that, and it was killer. And then the next time I left with, when it went a 650, 656 or 655 or something like that, it slowed down a little bit, but that was because I left with almost the same amount of boost. I think I left with 4 PSI that pass, and it went a 150 60 foot. So my car is very boost dependent. It is 8-to-1 small. It's 350 cubic inch, 355 cubic inch small block. It's got a big intake on it and really big heads and low compression. So it is very boost dependent. So without any boost pressure, there's just no horsepower there to get her to 60 foot. And so it needs at least 7 to 8 pounds of boost to make that engine work and make that because it's got a 342 gear in it, and it just ain't got a whole lot of torque. It ain't got a lot of cubic inches, not a whole lot of torque. So it needs that boost pressure to get her moving. Unlike Colton's with the 406, it had the cubic inches, so he could leave at 4 or 5 pounds of boost and it would do a 120 60 foot. Mine, however, my car's a lot heavier. I'm a lot fatter than Colton is. The whole combination is just a lot bigger all around. And two, Colton had 355 rear gears, and I got 342s. I might put a 373 in it because if I do wait for the shift light, I'm crossing the stripe right probably at 5,900 RPM in second gear, maybe 6,000 RPM in second gear. And every time that I was making passes, I just went ahead and clicked it into third, just because it's just what I was doing. I would just go 1 2 3 1 2 3. But yeah, the fastest passes were mid-6s, and then I couldn't leave with boost anymore because the tires, I mean, I don't know if it was the tires or the track or a combination of stuff. I know that we had the tire pressure too low at 18 because it tried to wrinkle the sidewall, and with the radial, as soon as it wrinkles the sidewall and then you come out a little bit, it uncoils itself and it upsets the suspension and it breaks the tire loose. So I could watch that in the video. I could see that, and then Colton was looking at the video too, and he's like, yeah, we don't have enough tire pressure. So we put 20 in it, and even at 20, if you tried to leave at anything more than maybe 1 or 2 pounds of boost, it just knocked the tires off of it completely. So kind of just had to go back to building no boost and just leaving. I was getting on the trans brake, and the trans brake set at 4,000 RPM. But like I said, with the S480 and that small cubic inch motor, you have to wait about 3 seconds to get up to 7 or 8 pounds. 2.5 to 3 seconds, and that'll be about 8 pounds of boost. So I guess for the future, bump box, I did build a bigger cubic inch motor. I got 2 of them on the stand. So I might throw a different motor combination in it. I don't know. But definitely get me another radial. Like I said, we got used to running the Hoosiers, and we know the combination, the setup on the tire pressure, and all that stuff for the Hoosier. Just not very familiar with the Mickey Thompson SS. I think the other ones are the Mickey Thompson Pro Radial. I think that's what we had. We Mickey Thompson Pro Radial, and then we had the Hoosier DOT. So. But all in all, she done good, man. That 130 60 foot felt fantastic. I can only imagine what a like a 112 or a 10 60 foot would feel like. Probably feel pretty awesome. I know Colton was doing his 120 60 foots with the S10. That was wicked. Just watching that thing leave. But my car quit doing the stupid hop and all that kind of stuff. I got the suspension working pretty good. Pretty good. All the work I put into it worked. I know everybody's probably sick of watching me take my car up and down the road and launch it, and try to do this and try to do that. I did all that so that when I got there, it done what I wanted it to do, and I was absolutely ecstatic. Probably a little more excited than I should have been for a mid 6 second pass, but that was my goal. I wanted to run mid 6s on pump gas without changing anything at all, and it done it all. And I think it was like 11.5 pounds of boost. Like I said, that motor is very boost dependent. I did turn it up to 15 pounds. But the way I put it in the progressive thing, it didn't get the full 15 pounds till a 1.5 seconds in, simply because I was trying to keep it from knocking the tires off, so it just wouldn't build any boost. That's kind of the only way I was able to make a couple more passes, and like that, it was 170 60 foots, and it went 680s, which is trash. But I'm on the quest for the 5s, and I will get there. If I could have left with boost, if I could have left it like 8 pounds and then ramped her to 15, it would have done it. But it is what it is. All right, so we took her to Shady. See, that's a spool, and that wheel's turning, and the other one's still on the ramp truck.
We're thinking this side's broke.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good possibility.
50-50.
50-50.
Yeah, we went down to Shadyside. It was awesome. My car done good. 57 seemed like she was going to do good, and then it went pow.
Still got rocks on though.
Yeah, as soon as he let the clutch go, it let go.
Yeah.
And what's funny is in the video, you can see before this video, I was talking about it with it on the ramp truck. Dad goes, it's probably going to break everything in the car. I'm like, no, it'll be fine. But it took this Radial Pro and watered up like it was a slick.
There's a picture of it.
It watered the crap out of that thing. And it watered up.
I figured they'd be flat just instead it breaks the sidewalls in when it does.
Yeah, you don't want radials wrinkling.
You couldn't see it in the video, but you could see it slow mo.
Yeah. I'll slow mo in this video and you can watch.
Water your ass right up, and then the wheel went bam and jerk. Looked like it went that far back, and I thought it broke something under it. It broke nothing.
Nah, it didn't break nothing. It's just that was the shackle moving back. Hold on, we gotta jack her on up so you can get that thing out of there.
Stand.
But it was cool, man. That thing was gonna be on pass.
That drive tech, man, they welded that drive tech. He's like, it'll probably break that oil shit.
We've never broke one.
And then I had the damn universal joint. It's a whole wore out universal. I said we probably need to replace that, and it's a hollow. And I said it'll break that, and shit, it didn't.
Yeah, no, it broke the axle. These are
every time that axle is twisted, we put in there. It was like, it's twisted. It's like, it looks all right.
yeah, it's twisted, and it might be broke. I think it's broke up here close, but I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely broke. But, oh God, it's big time broke. Yeah. Oh man, you might be right. It might have broke at the splines. Right in the middle of them.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Right where it was twisted.
Look how straight it broke.
Well, that's beautiful, isn't
It's dead level. How was that even?
it? Oh, it twisted the dog shit out of it, though. Look at that. I mean, it twisted it.
Yikes. That's freaking
Look at that,
crazy.
So much break. Hell, that's almost impossible to break like that. Look at that. How did it do that?
All right, we got the other piece out, and the splines on this piece are fantastic.
Come right out, nice.
Look, nice.
I was dreading it. I thought we'd have to take it all, take the shit apart.
See, what looks like happened is the splines just started twisting. It just broke smooth clean off. So now we get a measurement and we'll know what to get to replace on both sides.
Buy some new ones up in there.
Yeah, we was thinking about maybe getting new C-clip eliminators as well.